Hey guys, it's me Christian. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been MIA for a minute, almost a year and a couple months, but I'm back and I decided to go ahead and pick up the camera today, do a video. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know I wanted to do something crime related. So luckily, I scrolled through my comment section and a subscriber requested that I did Merlin Santana. So, without further ado, if you're watching this, then this request has been answered for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Merlin Santana, and his death to me was very tragic. And of course, if you know the story, you know why. If you don't know the story, I'm gonna tell you the story. So, Merlin Santana was born on March the 14th, 1976 in New York. He was a premature baby and he had a 50% chance of making it. So when he did make it, his mother decided that she was going to name him Merlin after Merlin the magician. So she noticed early on like how very talented, how very funny he was. And she wanted to get him off the tough streets of New York, which, being the mother, I don't blame her at all. You know, why not find him something productive to do? You know, but they say an idle mind is the devil's playground, something like that. So yeah, I don't blame him for finding him something to do to keep him out of trouble. You know, keep from getting caught up, because it's easy to get caught up with the wrong people. You know, so yeah. So at the age of 3, he, started by doing an ad. He was an ad model for a fast food chain. And then after that, his first screen appearance was the Purple Rose of Cairo. And y'all, if I keep looking down and up, it's because I have notes on my computer. I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. So yeah. So like I said, he made his first screen appearance in the Purple Rose of Cairo. And then after that, he played Hey Little Walter in a play. And so happened that Bill Cosby saw him, and Bill Cosby wanted him to be in his show. So he played Stanley, Rudy Huxtable's admirer, in the Cosby Show. So that after that show was like when his career started, really popping, because people really saw how very talented he was. So, and then after the Cosby Show, he started a sitcom called Getting By, and he played Ohaji and Moesha. Now we all should know Moesha, and we should all, know who Ohaji was in Moesha, which was Moesha's boyfriend. And I think he was kind of the player type, I want to say, but he played in that, and that's what I most knew him for. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times in the Cosby Show, but Moesha is where I really know him from. So yeah, and he also played Romeo Santana in the Steve Harvey Show, and I think that show lasted for 6 seasons. And he also played in a couple movies, Flossin'. Then he played in Played. That's the movie Played, a hip hop story. He also appeared in Half and Half with, what was her name? Essence Atkins was in it, and somebody else, I forgot what her name was. She had the natural hair. Uh, Thelma, is it Thelma? Thelma something. But anyway, yeah, so those were like little bits and pieces of, who he was, and what he played in, what got him started. So unfortunately, let's talk about how his 26-year-old life was cut short. So, and this is very tragic, y'all. I mean, this is one story that I hated with a passion. I really hated it because it was just nonsense. So, he met a girl in a restaurant, and her name was Mercedes. So, a couple days after, they were in they were at an acquaintance's house, and he stayed in the Crenshaw district of Los Angeles. Him and Brandon Quentin Adams was there, and if you know Brandon Quentin Adams, you also know that he played in a, he was also an actor, and he played in, I know he played one of Moesha's boyfriends in Moesha. He played in The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Uh, he played in a lot of other stuff. I just can't remember. I think he played in The Sandlot too. Now that was one of my favorite movies, The Sandlot. We used to watch that in school. But yeah, he was an actor as well. So they invited Mercedes over, but they didn't know that Mercedes was dropped off by two guys, and their names was Damian Andre Gates and Brandon Douglas Vines. So she was dropped off by them. So she went in the house, and I think I heard that she was like kind of fidgety, kept walking like always kept walking like back and forth, which seemed suspicious. But then she ended up leaving. So she ended up telling what Damian Andre Gates. I don't know if they was like girlfriend, boyfriend, or just friends or something, but she ended up telling them that Merlin Santana basically sexually assaulted her, or tried to sexually assault her. Same, same thing, same thing, same lie. So yeah, sexually assault was brought into this whole mix. So yeah, so of course, if you know what you gonna do if your girl, or I don't know if they was probably girlfriend, boyfriend, I'm not sure, but what you gonna do if you a dude and your girl got sexually assaulted by some dude? Of course, you're gonna try to avenge this thing. Is gonna be some rage in it, so that's probably what this story was about. Rage, vengeance. So yeah. So after Santana and Adams left the house, they got in the car. And I think it was parked for the moment, but then a dude appeared behind the car, started shooting. I don't know how many shots it was, but I read it was 6, but I'm not sure how accurate it was. But so just so happens one of the bullets went in the trunk, penetrated the right front headrest. The thing that should be, riding in, that thing. So it penetrated that, hit Santana in the head, and it's just like, oh, why that one bullet? Why? Then he'll still be here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just crazy. So yeah, basically, so Adams sped off because Adams was in the driver's seat, Santana was in the passenger seat. So Adams sped off, and then till he saw police, and he flagged the police down. But unfortunately, Merlin Santana was dead at the scene. Yeah, so of course, okay guys, I do apologize. My battery died. So I'm gonna start off with the arrest of Damian Andre Gates and Brandon Douglas Vines. So they were arrested, and later on they were convicted of, well, Damian Andre Gates, he was convicted of first degree murder, the attempted murder of Brandon Adams, and he was sentenced to life in prison plus an additional 70 years in prison. And then Brandon Bynes, he was sentenced for voluntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon. He got 23 years in prison. So Mercedes, aka Monique King, 15 years old, who should have been at home in bed reading a book, she got convicted, but she was acquitted of two murder charges she was convicted of, but then sentenced to just 10 years in juvenile custody, which I find that quite outrageous, because I would have tried her, she would still be in prison to this day, because if it wasn't for her lying, because she's 15, you know right from wrong. If it wasn't for her lying, none of this these chain of events afterwards would have happened. But all on account of her, you got 2 in prison, 1 dead. So yeah, she would have got more time than she served. 10 years. That's not. She got a slap on the wrist for that. And then my thoughts, yeah, it was messed up, pretty messed up, that she set him up for that. And then, especially over a lie, like he didn't even see it coming. That's the thing. He didn't see none of this coming, which is probably a good thing, if you ask me, because I wouldn't even want to know, like, you know, I don't know. But he did not see none of that coming, especially this 15-year-old girl sitting here lying on him over, for what? I don't know what was the purpose. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I don't even know what happened to her, but hopefully she's not, out here, running through a field of roses and tulips and everything. I hope, her karma caught up with her. I really do. Yeah, but that's what happens when, it's a lot of times where men get caught up because the lie of a woman. Because it's just crazy. I don't know. But it's a lot of men in prison, a lot of men in jail because a woman set them up and lied on them. It's just ridiculous. And then make it so bad, most of them just get a little slap on the wrist and that's it. Go on about your business, go on about your life. While somebody in prison, somebody in jail because of your foolishness. I don't understand. I mean, but hey, who am I to judge? I'm not God, but you know, you're gonna have to pay for your actions one way or another. If it's gonna be down here on earth or it's gonna be in the next life, you're gonna pay. So kind of think about, just things you do. Because some might say, oh, she's 15, she was young. No, at 15, I knew right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was scared to do wrong because, I was scared of consequences. I was scared of my daddy at 15. I was scared of my brother at 15. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what were we doing at 15? We had boyfriends at 15. I know I did. I had boyfriends, but it was like nothing outrageous. So, yeah, but even though they said, she grew up with, a hard life, but to me that don't negate what you do. I think that, I guess it depends on the mentality, but just because I had a hard life or something happened to me, that don't negate me growing up being a horrible human being to nobody. Lying on people, getting people killed, stuff like that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. And sorry again, I don't know what's wrong with my battery, y'all, but yeah. So um, whatever. So let me know what you guys think about this story down in the comment section, or if it's somebody else that you want me to research and do, I would definitely do it. Just comment down in the comment section. Also, you know, if you don't, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and maybe subscribe, you know, hit the like button and also notification bell so you'll get a notification each time I post a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I enjoyed researching it, even though I heard it, but I had to thorough research it more to make sure I was giving you guys, some accurate information. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.